What's up, you guys? Back with another video. Now, this video, we gonna talk about a movie review on Final Destination. Now, if you haven't seen Final Destination, you should get the movie and watch it. It's spiritual. It's a good movie. But I'm about to give a brief run through of the movie and compare the movie to life situations or life in general. So Final Destination is about these people. The first one is where they was on the freeway, a freeway accident. I believe the second one is where they was at a race car accident, and the third one, I believe they was at a carnival. But it's these like group of like young adults, and one person out of the group, some of them knew each other, some didn't. And out of the group, one person have a vision of something bad going to happen, and they kind of like go into this like sleep or like daydream where they see everything happens before it happens. So when they see people death happens and people die, they wake up and then like deja vu, where it just happened over again. Like, and they're like, oh, I saw that's gonna about to happen. He about to do this, he about to do that. You know, it's almost like that movie, Happy Death Date, the movie. She like kept waking up and the same thing kept happening over again. Eventually she knew everything was gonna happen throughout that whole day. That's what Final Destination basically is. But it only happens like one time. And so when they wake up, they basically know what's gonna happen. They start warning people, hey, look, this about to happen. It's about to be a major car crash. It's about to be a major the rod machine about to break down. The car is about to start blowing up, and people gonna die. And people like, get out of here, you crazy. You know, we trying to watch the car. You know, we trying to watch the race cars. We trying to get to work. You know, we trying to have a fun time. What you talking about? And nobody believed in the person that they saw a vision of everything happen. And then all of a sudden, the collision happened, and she saved some of the people that was going to die. So she kind of like, almost like pushed their death further away. Basically, like by her saving them instead of letting them die, she put their death date to a later time. And Final Destination is basically like kind of to life, because you don't know when you're gonna die and how you're gonna die. You know, you may not be the person that died in your sleep. You might not be the person that you know, died in a nursing home of AIDS, or you know, or like an illness disease, or any type of death. And you might be that person that died of those causes. You might be in a car crash, you know. So like a million different ways that you can die. So the movie is kind of related to life, because like these people like didn't know they was gonna die on a roller coaster. They didn't know they was gonna die on the freeway. You're like, people wake up and don't know they're gonna get into a car accident today. You know, people wake up and go to work and be like, I'm just hop on the freeway. Next thing you know, they hit a car hit them. Or, you know, you don't know when you will have a bad day at work. You don't know when you know, how your day is going to turn out. Like, if you have a headache or anything like that. So, like, people, I feel like, should stop taking their life for granted. Like, stop playing with their lives. Like, it's some stuff that are, like, too dangerous to do. Like, rock climbing and stuff like that. I mean, some people might like that, like rock climbing, stuff that's, like, dangerous, but it's also like a thrill to it, like a adrenaline rush. You know, like riding a motorcycle without a helmet, stuff like that. Like one slip up, a curve, or you slid off, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna hurt yourself, and you could be possibly in a coma or end up dead. And people shouldn't play with their lives, because your lives is very precious. It's like, you want to take care of your life. You want to take care of your body. You don't want to feed it junk and stuff like that, because that can cause health problems and diabetes, and that can kill you if you have like low blood sugar, high blood pressure, stuff like that. So like I was saying in my last video, life is just like a balance. But yeah, Final Destination is basically like these people that they death got pushed forward, so they had to, like, I guess like they would have to die another way. Because by they didn't dying right there, because by somebody had a vision to save them, they really not supposed to have that vision to save them. It pushed their dead father, like, or to a different time. And it's kind of like that person should never had that glimpse in their head, or that dream that who was gonna die and how they was gonna die. Because if you meant to die, you meant to die at that time. It just how it go. Like, if you're meant to die at a certain way, you're meant to die in a certain way. None of us don't know how we gonna die unless the doctor say you're about to die in 2 days because of heart failure or something like that. But you might end up dying from other causes, a blood clot or something. But so the movie just progressed. Like, the people that she saved and in her dream that she saw, they died a different way. They died like at an explosion. They died like just like natural ways, like different ways you can die at or die from. So they just died, and at the end they kind of try to like reverse the death, like almost kind of like defeat death. Basically, that's what they trying to do, is defeat death and to stop people from dying. But the crazy thing about it is how nobody didn't believe her, and then when an accident happened, they're like, "Oh, how you knew that? That was crazy." And then like everybody just went back to their normal lives. Nobody like focused on, dang, how I'ma die now? Because people take life for granted. They figure they missed that car. Like, man, good thing I went on the freeway earlier, because if I would have went on the freeway at that time, I probably would have gotten to that car accident. And people just go on about their day, like they don't dwell on, man, I could have died at that point. Man, I almost got hurt at that point. Like me, I'm the type of dwell at that stuff. Like, man, thank you God, that I ain't die like that. Painful, slow death. And people just go on by their life, but like, I don't understand like how, and people really do that. It's like, how could people go on about their life like that, knowing that somebody saw the vision of them dying? Like, if somebody came to me and said, I had a vision of you just, run across the street and you slipped over a curve and you hit the ground and you got hit or something like that, I'd be like, okay, what type of day it was, what was I doing and stuff like that, asking questions. I'd be like, want to stay in the house, like, I ain't about to slip over that curve, because you might forget and go out and you know, and go slip over the curve after somebody then told you that you was gonna die like that. I'd be the person that sit there and be dwelling on it all day, and people just go out and not think about it. Like, oh well, you know, it's like people are getting to a point they don't care if they die. You know, they rather live a good life, the best as they can. They rather live it up and like pay the cost later. And it's like, if you like life so much and you want to stay alive, like, why are you jeopardizing every day? Like, why are you taking cocaine? Why are you taking like drugs that harm your body, and people end up dead over overdoses every single day? That's Final Destination right there. Somebody might have traded drinking for cocaine or heroin, and then they died. Final Destination right there. You know, a person was died being a drunkard, you know, or had two kidney failures or something like that, but they traded for another death ticket, another death ticket, and like, without you even thinking, like, man, this is going to kill me. But people are so focused on having a good life and getting that good feeling in their body and being happy so much, you're not even realizing, like, man, you're not stepping back and looking at your life like, man, I shouldn't be doing that. You know, like, it's harming my body. I'm going to die if I keep doing this. But people just go on about their day. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I dwell on stuff like that. I think about stuff like that. You know, I don't think about how I'm going to die every day because it's depressing. But, like, come on. Like, people is careless about their lives. They do anything and everything for money. You know, they use their body just like abusive. Like, you know, you're taking advantage of your body because you know your body can heal sores, and your body can recover a certain type of pain or certain type of illnesses, and you taking this advantage like you some type of like Superman, or you have special healing powers and stuff. Like, no, your body is nothing to take advantage of. Like, we are lucky to have our body function like this, with our organs and hearts, and be able to heal, be able to heal when we break an ankle or break a knee or after surgery. Like, that is amazing. Like, you shouldn't be taking your body as something like a play dummy, like a car crash dummy. Like, that's why you need to take care of your temple, take care of your body. But life is connected to Final Destination, just a representative of life. You know, some people might miss their death, and then 10 years later they die from it, from the same cause they almost died from again, or it's a different cause. It happens all the time. But that's the review of Final Destination, a spiritual review of the movie. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.